Okay, so today we'll learn about schedules and retention. So let's go into the Comcell browser policies. Under Comcell browser, go into policies. Under policies, you see something called as schedule policies. And once you click on that schedule policies, on the right hand side in the detailed view, you will see some of the schedules that have already been created while the installation of Commvault had happened. Okay. And you can see in the description as well as in the name of the schedule policy that it is system created and for what purpose. You can see that. And it also, gives the applicability that this particular policy is applicable to all agents. Agents means types of workloads like file system agent, like virtual agent. Okay, within file system again, Windows file system, Linux file system, like that, different kinds of agents, right? So it will, if there is any policy specific to any particular agent type, then that will be displayed under the third column. And then you see further a little description on the fourth column. And in the status, if you see a check mark, that means that schedule is enabled and applicable. Okay, which means it is in enforced. This schedule is enforced. Now, on what it is enforced, you'll see associated objects. Wherever you see a number greater than 0, that means that schedule is being applied on some objects. When we say objects, what do we mean by it? We are referring to the workloads under client computers, okay? The machines, the default content, the subclients, okay, our source data, all those are objects. So this shows that this schedule policy is associated to how many objects. Now, which ones are them? If you right click into a particular policy and go to this one, edit. Here you will be able to see what exactly is the schedule. So full, what kind of backup? Full backup. When? Every day at afternoon 1 p.m. Okay. If you want another schedule where you may want to run a different kind of backup, like you want an incremental to be run every day, let's say midnight, then you can click on this add button at the bottom and you can add another schedule over and above what is already mentioned. Okay. Yeah. And when you click on add, then it asks, okay, what kind of backup you want to take in this schedule. Okay. These are certain specific settings. We will get into the details of it later. Okay. But for now, we just understand that you can select what kind of a backup you want to run on that particular schedule. Okay. Then you go to schedule pattern, the next tab. Here you can actually set that schedule on what day, which day of the week, what should be the frequency, repeat frequency. Are there any exceptions to that? Okay, because sometimes on events like Big Billion Day or by Amazon or let us say uh, it's a financial year end, then for all banks and insurance companies, there'll be heavy workload on the systems, even during off peak hours, right? Income tax deadlines, okay, these kind of events, right? They trigger a lot of traffic and that goes on beyond normal working hours. So during that scenario, again, if you go and run backups on such huge amount of data, it may cause performance issues for the production applications. So you can set exceptions there that yes, I want to run this at every frequency, but an exception like end of the month or end of the week. Okay, it should not run or it should run delayed. Like those. Okay, so can you click on exceptions? So you can add an exception and you can say on which day of the month. Okay, or can there is one more option on first Monday, first Tuesday, third, fourth, like that. So the next drop down will be which day of the week, first Monday, first Sunday, last Sunday, like that. Okay. All right. So cancel. We will not add anything right now. Close this box. And then you have an options button at the bottom and you can set range, time zone, so on and so forth. Cancel. And then at the top you have replication options, and here you can see whether you want this to be run as a full or an incremental. So a lot of permutations and combinations are possible with schedules, and it will meet most of any customer's requirements in whichever industry they are, be it banking, be it healthcare, okay, be it cloud service providers. These many options can really help a wide variety of customers and their requirements. Okay. All right. So we cancel this, cancel, and cancel here as well. Right. Now, what if we want to create our own schedule for our own backup jobs? So we saw that when we created the backup job for one of our client computers, which is this machine itself or the other VM that we have in the environment. Manu, can you expand on client computers? So you see that these are the various machines that are getting backed up, right? Okay. Now, within those machines, for a certain portion of the data or certain type of the data, if you want the backup to automatically happen repeatedly, we can create a schedule for it, schedule policy, and we can associate that schedule policy to a particular machine as a whole, or any given workload or a part of the machine. Okay, whatever is that subclient. We understood, right? A single machine can be sliced into many kinds of subclients. So you can go and associate a separate policy per subclient level. To that level of granularity you can go to. Okay. So today we will see how to apply a schedule to a particular subclient. Okay. So let's go ahead and try to create a new schedule policy. So yes. Yes, you right click on the console browser next to schedule policy. You can find this option. Yes. Give it a name, say our first schedule, something like that. Right. And type, once you drill down on type, so you will see what kind of a backup job we are going to associate with. If it is a normal, backup, then we have to select data protection. Okay. And each one of the other options has its own purpose, so that we will learn later when we are getting into some advanced configurations. Okay, for now we will choose data protection. agent type. So our server is a Windows machine, right? So either you can apply this schedule for all types of agents so that all the backups will happen at the same time, but that's not advisable. Okay. It will put a lot of load onto your backup infrastructure, onto your servers, onto the backup storage, onto the network because you're reading so much amount of data. So it is advisable to stagger the schedule across the backup window. Okay. So what do we mean by backup window? Any customer will designate certain day, a certain time of a day and certain time during a week and a month and a quarter for backup purposes because keeping copies of data is extremely important. Otherwise, it has legal and penalty and a lot of other implications. Compliance, loss of reputation, then cyber attack scenarios. So, backup is one of the most important things uh, in the life cycle of data management. And hence, some period of the day of operations are designated for backups. Typically, okay, in a non 24/7 environment, it is 8 hours in the night. So it maybe starts from 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. in the night, and they will have till about maybe like 3 a.m., 4 a.m. up to the morning. Okay. Some people start at midnight. Okay. So on and so forth. So, uh, and what could be the examples of such environments? Manufacturing plants. Okay. Pharma companies who are doing research, they don't have their machines all the time on, right? Only when the research is happening, the machines will be on and, you know, they'll keep generating data. So such kind of non 24/7 applications, you can have this. But there are many environments which are always 24/7 on, like these e-commerce companies, fintech companies. Okay. Always the app is on, always the user is doing something or the other. So data is being fetched, data is being written, new data is being written. So it is very difficult to find a very elongated backup window in such environment. So you'll have very stringent backup windows, very small, 3 hours, 4 hours, you have to complete your backups. But whatever is the backup window, depending upon our workload, depending upon the infrastructure that we have at our disposal, we have to stagger the backups across this backup window. Okay. And at the same time, parallelize as well. So, hence, never ever select all agents here. It will be like uh, you know, disaster in a production environment. You should pick and choose your workloads across your schedule. Okay. So for now, we will choose uh, Windows under files, protected files, expand protected files. Yeah. So select only Windows file system. You can unselect everything else. Yes. Okay. So, and yeah, so we can, since you have selected this, yeah, under archived files, you can remove that archived files. No need. Yes. Okay. So right now we are creating a schedule only for file level backup of Windows file system. Okay. Now to actually add the schedule, you can put a description there if you want to, or you can directly go and click on add button. And there you can say what kind of it is. Here we have seen earlier also when we were running our jobs after creating it first. that even if we choose incremental, the very first backup will be converted to a full, right? You remember? We were seeing for all the backups that we were taking, right? So here also, even if you choose incremental, if it is the first time that the schedule is running, it will anyway convert that backup into a full backup. Okay. So we choose incremental, then we go to schedule pattern. And there you can select the schedule. Okay. So uh, we want to, since this is a lab environment, we don't want to run daily. We will do a one-time scheduling. Okay. What's the time now? 9:51. So let us schedule it for 2 minutes from now, 9:53 p.m. Okay. Yes. Now click on OK. Now go to associations. Under associations, we go to our machine whose backup we want to schedule. Yes. Choose that. Yeah. Go to file system. Go to the subclient. Yeah. Remove the DDB backup. No, no. You have to uncheck DDB backup. Yes. And we select only path one. Okay. So this is what will get backed up at that schedule. Okay. And then click on OK. We'll see the others later. Yes. And we saw our first schedule got created. It's a backup job. Okay. And it's running on Windows file system, and one object has already been associated with it. Now it's 9:53. Go to the job controller. Uh, okay, go to that. See, started incremental backup automatically started at 9:53 for this particular machine without any manual intervention. So this is how it will happen in the real production environment. You will see always in job controller during the backup window, continuously jobs are running for multiple machines simultaneously. Okay. And depending upon multiple factors like how much is the source machine busy, what is the amount of data change, different jobs will be running at different um, speeds. Okay. So we can show you an effect of that also. So Bhanu, go under client computers or the other machine. Okay. And let us create other subclients under file system only. Yes. Create new subclients. Yeah, go to default backup set. Yes. Okay. Now add five more subclients to it. Path 2, path 3, path 4, and choose a different path all the time. So can anybody guide Banu on how to do it so that it will be a practice? One path, one person. Who wants to volunteer first? You will tell Bhanu where to click, he will click, and he will do exactly what you request him to do. Who wants to go first? Come on, give it a try. Rakshit,
Oh, yes, sir.
you want to give it a try? How to create a subclient? Go ahead. Tell Bhanu what needs to be done on the screen.
So, sub client name.
Okay. What name do you suggest?
Mm,
So path one is already there. Now we are adding another path. So
Part
path
part
two.
two.
Great. Now what?
So
Next, we go to the next tab. What is the next tab?
also content.
Yes. So we click on content. Right. Now what do we have to do here? We have to specify which path needs to be backed up. So how will you do that?
So add path.
Correct. See, it's very simple. Click on add paths. Here you have to manually enter the path. So what can be done to choose it from a list? Cancel this.
Browse.
Yes. Those are the only two options there. Click on browse. It will show you the content. Okay. So generally we go to either C drive or E drive and choose a path from there. Okay. Which path do we want to take a backup of?
Mhm.
Let's say performance logs. Okay. Select that and click on
Add.
correct. See in the background it got added. Okay. Next.
Um, so next step.
Next tab. Okay. What does it say?
Filters.
Filters. Filters are to add exceptions, inclusions and exclusions. Okay. Like you don't want to
So
back up star.exe. You don't want to back up somebody's movies or songs. So .mp3, .mp4 you want to exclude. Okay. So those kind of patterns and regular expressions you can put here to avoid backup of such kind of files and save storage space. Okay. Next, go to retention. Hmm. So uh, you you can put retention from storage policy, right? So since we'll be choosing a storage policy, we will not be selecting any extended retention here. Retention will be defined by storage policy, which has already been created. Okay. So go to storage device. Next. Okay. Yes, Rakshit. Now what we need to do here?
um, so
Do
do we need
we
to
Hmm,
specify policy?
correct. So do we create a new policy or we associate with an existing policy?
So associate with existing.
Right. So where do we need to click?
So data path or the drop down. So
Yes. Yeah, maybe we'll add it later separately. There is another way to add. We can go to policy and add there also. So we'll do it there. Next what? Rakshit.
data transfer option.
Right. So let's go to data transfer option. Yes. What does this say?
Uh,
Do you want to compress the data?
yes, sir.
So where do you want to make it happen? On the client machine, that means from where we are reading the data, or on the media agent, from where we are writing the data to backup target or backup storage, where you want it to happen. Or whatever
Uh,
is mentioned in storage policy, it will go ahead and use that.
so storage policy.
Storage policy. Okay, that's the default option. Great. Next what?
Next is deduplication.
Right. So let's go ahead and click on deduplication. Yes. Do you want the data to be deduped?
Mm, yes, sir.
Yes. Why? What is one of the advantages of doing deduplication?
Uh, sir, it will like take less space.
Perfect. Yes. So do you want to have the deduplication run on the client or source machine itself, or you want it to happen on the media agent side,
Mm,
from where you're writing the data to the backup target?
sir, on client.
Okay. Don't you think it may be better if it is on the media agent?
Mm,
Think about it.
yes,
Anybody else is choosing client side deduplication the right option, or doing it on the media agent is the right option? Nilesh, Athar, come on, take a guess. कहाँ पे डिडूप करना बेहतर है? क्लाइंट के मशीन पे जहाँ से डेटा रीड हो रही है, या मीडिया एजेंट साइड पे जहाँ से डेटा बैकअप टारगेट को लिखा जा रहा है? तो कहाँ पे डिडुप्लीकेशन करने पे और कहाँ पे डिडुप्लीकेशन एल्गोरिथम चलाने पे बेहतर है? Praveen, what do you say from experience?
Sir,
Praveen, you
on
there?
media agent,
On media agent? Okay. Why do you say so?
sir, because we need to get only the unique data. So,
Okay. So that anyways, if you do on client also, it will happen. No, it will send only
mhm.
unique data. So media agent has nothing else to do. Whatever it receives, directly it will write it to the backend. Whereas if you do the deduplication on media agent, the client agent will send everything. Okay, like if it has read 1 terabyte of data, it will send that entire 1 terabyte on the network. Media agent will receive that 1 terabyte, perform the deduplication on the media agent, and after deduplication, it whatever is left, the unique chunks, the unique block, it will write to the backend backup storage or backup target. Okay. So now you tell me, doing the deduplication where is beneficial? Doing it on the client machine itself or doing it at the media agent machine?
Client, sir.
Client side.
Client side. Why do you say so?
Because sir, instead of dumping all the data, we want to get only unique data of client. So
Hmm.
media agent need, like, instead of doing extra work, it will do only necessary work.
Okay, fair point. Now I have another question for you then. The client machine from where you're reading the data is a production server, isn't it? Either a virtual machine
Mhm.
or a physical machine, correct?
Yes, sir.
So it is already doing something else, which is its primary role.
Mhm.
Yes? For example,
Yes, sir.
Zabbix server. For example, Zabbix server. Okay. Zabbix server or Ubuntu or Zabbix server on CentOS. Okay. Whatever it is. Or even RHEL.
Mhm.
And then you have the backend PostgreDB server. Now, one of our customers has said they want the backup for the Zabbix server along with all the configuration data and the backend PostgreDB to be regularly backed up every day. Okay. So will
Mhm.
you as a Zabbix administrator accept that when the backup is running, your monitoring is becoming slow?
No, sir.
No, correct?
No.
You will not accept, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
doing deduplication on client side will have this disadvantage because now that Commvault agent sitting on that client has to do more things and hence will need more resources. So you will need a separate small DDB cache there, which should be on high performance drives. Second is now you will need more amount of CPU and memory to run these processes, which means
Mhm.
you're adding more load onto that system, which is already meant and sized to do something else. Okay. Do you agree, Rakshit, Nilesh,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Kavya? Guys are with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now, having this understanding, you tell whether the deduplication should be run on the client or on the media agent side, where the media agent is a purpose-built server only to run backups. Its job is to run backups 24/7, isn't it?
So
Yes,
some
sir.
media agent will be the answer.
Media agent would be the answer. All of you agree?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Great,
Yes, sir.
great, great. So we will choose media agent now, and for most purposes and in most scenarios, you will choose this. But having said this, there is one particular customer scenario wherein still you will go ahead and choose on client only. Can anybody guess and tell me what could be that scenario?
Remote or network. Uh,
Brilliant, Kavya, brilliant. You have been paying attention. Amazing. Yes. So when bandwidth is a concern, network bandwidth is a concern between the client machine or the machine from where you're reading the data to your media agent. Okay. Perfect example could be remote sales offices where laptops are there. Okay. Now you cannot build a complete, Commvault infrastructure just for a few laptops, isn't it? So what you'll do, you configure their backups to happen over the internet. Now, a laptop anyways is not used 24/7. So you can schedule the backup to run during non-peak hours or when there is enough CPU and memory and hard disk resources. Have deduplication happen on the client side and have only unique data sent over the Wi-Fi connection. Maybe sometimes it's a very small bandwidth that is available. Okay, so in such scenarios, you will choose the deduplication to happen on client. So there is this, the backup should complete within the backup window. That's the primary goal always. Okay, so you will choose the option that will make that thing happen, which is complete the backup successfully within the backup window for all the clients. Okay, for all the machines in the environment. That should be priority number one. So keeping that end goal in mind, depending upon the network infrastructure that is available and the changes that happen on a daily basis, we will take a decision on where to enable the deduplication for any given kind of workload in an environment. Okay, does this make sense?
Yes, sir.
Great. So next what, Rakshit?
No, sir. So we
Security?
need to select on the day.
Perfect. Good catch. Okay, don't let Banu go if he does something wrong. Okay, click on security. Yeah, anything to be changed here? Not in particular, we have only one user, so we can't do much. Yeah, next.
Activity control.
Right. So we want this backup to be enabled, so it is checked. And then we have
So
policy
policy
association.
as
Yes. So we will learn about content indexing later. So then we will come and enable this. Okay. So for now, we leave it as it is and click on OK. Hmm. So can you go back to data storage policy? Now it's giving. Select the backup part. Now click on OK. Click on OK. Hmm. Refresh. See, now it is saying, since we have created our schedule also, uh, if we want, we can associate it to that schedule. But what we learned just now, that everything should not run at the same schedule, right? So we can associate it with a different schedule as well. Uh, for now, we will not schedule it. We will create other schedules and we will add them later. So you select do not schedule and click on OK. Great. You refresh the window by clicking on refresh button on top. I think the console has become a little slow. The console. Yes. Great. So Rakshit, congratulations. You have created your first Commvault subclient. Who wants to go next? Quick, we have time for maybe one or two more. It's easy. Who will create the next subclient with Bhanu? Shanil? It's okay. We are there to help you. Shanil,
Yes, sir.
you want to give it a go? It's okay. Shall we?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So guide Bhanu on what needs to be done now. How to create another subclient called path 3. So how do we create a new subclient? We right click on under the Commvault browser, under the machine client computers, the agent type, we right click on default backup set, go to all tasks. There you will see at the bottom new subclient. Okay. Can you all see this? Okay. Now what? Suggest a name.
Subline we need to
Yes.
path 3.
Right. Okay. Next what?
Content. Browse. We need to select the path. See, try, try. Windows or user.
Choose users.
Add. You can close this. Then filter. Next, retention. We can we can go to the next step, storage device. Can select the policy. Then data transfer option. You can go to the next option, deduplication or media agent. And security. Next, activity control. Policy association. Enable.
Yeah. Next what? You're almost there.
Okay. Click on the
Hmm.
OK.
ComServe is a little slow today. Hmm. Now we will associate with a schedule later. So what should we choose? Do not schedule. Yeah, great. Shanil, good job, man. Good job. Who wants to go next? Last. We have time for one more. Kavya?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How do we create a new subclient?
Under the client computers,
Hmm. Then?
under the a type of agent, right click
Hmm.
and
Hmm. Under the type of agent, default backup set.
default backup, right click,
Hmm.
uh, all tasks, new subclient, path 4, content, browse, choose any folder, add, close, filters, retention, storage, drop down and select the policy, transfer option, deduplication on media agent, security, activity control, okay, policy association. Okay, click on OK.
Excellent. Great. So it's easy, isn't it? So we have already, so Windows is already selected. So wait. Array, we should have let Kavya say, tell us how to troubleshoot. What was the
Okay.
problem?
That path is already been set. Should take another
Hmm. So what do we do? Where should we go?
for content,
Hmm. Hmm. Now what?
edit,
Go ahead, click. First you have to select and then edit. Hmm. If you do edit path, you have to manually give the path. So what should we do?
we'll delete the path and give another path.
Great. Yeah, we can do that. Now?
Browse.
Hmm. Backup that just one file, one ISO file or whatever, right? You'll get deduped, don't worry. You have enough space.
Add, close. Okay.
What do we do here, Kavya?
Sir, mm, we'll schedule later or we'll schedule late. Do not schedule now.
Hmm. Perfect. Good job. Good job. Okay, now quickly let's create three new schedules, one time only, and we will associate each schedule to a different subclient. Okay, so Bhanu, or who wants to try how to create a new schedule? Athar?
Yes, sir.
Great. So how do we do that? We did one already. So where do we go for schedules? In Comcell browser, under policies, we have, can you see something related to schedule?
Schedule policies.
Right. So you right click on schedule policies and you get this option called new schedule policy. Okay, click on that. Now what do we do? Quickly, quickly.
Name for the schedule.
Right. Second schedule. Type. What do we choose here, Athar? Should we choose all agents?
You can choose specific.
So which specific, what are we trying to back up? Just now we saw while creating the subclient, what kind of a subclient was it? Linux, Windows, virtual
Windows
machine,
file
what?
system.
Yes,
Windows.
perfect. Yeah, so which option should we select now from here?
Related.
Which one is that? Related to Windows file system? कौन सा है वो?
Files.
Under files, we have two options.
Archived files, sir.
No, it's archived, not archived.
Sorry.
No, the next one. Yes, protected files, correct. Under this,
Windows file system.
perfect. Click on close. Now what? We need to add the schedule when it should run.
Add tasks. Add.
What do we choose here? Anyone wants to help Atar? What should be chosen here?
Incremental, sir.
Hmm. But what if we are running this for the first time for a given subclient? Will it run as incremental only, that job, for the first time?
Full, sir.
Hmm. Good, Nilesh. So Nilesh is right. Even if we choose incremental here, when it runs for the first time, that job will become a full job. Okay, great. Next, what, Athar?
Hmm.
What do we do?
Okay.
नहीं, we haven't chosen the
Schedule patterns.
timing.
Yes, schedule
Correct.
patterns, sir.
Hmm. We,
According to us,
we,
we can choose
yeah,
two.
we want to run it only one time, no? So what do we do?
Uh, the option is the one time.
Correct. Click on one, select one time. Yes. And today, let us schedule it for 10:35. Then, then what?
Okay, sir.
Perfect. Good. Great. Now what?
Next,
Quick.
tab associations or
Hmm. Correct. Next tab, associations. Yeah. What do we select here? Quick. 10:35 is coming.
client groups, sir.
Not groups. We want just a particular path, right? Where did we create those
Yes,
paths? Under which machine?
laptop client, sir.
No, see, if you see on the left hand side, under client computers, we had created the subclient under which machine? You see that? Win hyphen that name.
Yes, bin hyphen.
Correct. So we find that here, isn't it? The last one.
Yes, sir.
So you click on that. Under this, you get file system. Now what? Click on that. Go to default set. Click under default set. We have created this four subclients, right? So path one was
Yes, sir.
already taken. Now which path we should take?
Uh, remaining three paths which we do schedule policy for them.
Okay, yes. Select the remaining three. Path two, path three, path four. Now what?
Next alert step.
Okay. Next tab. Alert. Nothing to be alerted now. Security. Okay. No other users. So click on OK. Right. Now how do we check? How do we check whether the schedule is running or not? It's 10:35 right now, and all the paths which you selected should get backed up. Where do we click to see?
Second
Anyone?
schedule.
Nahi.
Second schedule, sir.
See,
Now
job controller. It's just there. Next tab in the detailed view. See on the top there? Yes. You see, all of them are running
yes, sir.
different job IDs, and see under the subclient column, each of the subclients that you created automatically has started backing up. Understood now how this thing
Yes,
works?
yes, sir.
So you have to choose the source, Then you choose the destination by choosing the storage policy, and then you choose when to backup. So you have to define what needs to be backed up, how it needs to be backed up, when it needs to be backed up, where needs to be backed up, and how much. So just you have to answer these 5 questions. And for each of these answers, there is a way to configure it in Commvault. Okay, that's it. If you have learned these 5 things, what needs to be backed up, when it needs to be backed up, uh, how much it needs to be backed up, where it needs to be backed up. Okay, if you can define these things until when the backup needs to be kept. Yes, these are the 5 things. Then it's very easy for you to understand the concept and do the needful, whatever be the client requirement. Okay. Any questions on what we have done today? We have understood schedules. We have understood how to create new subclients. We have understood that each subclient can be associated with a different schedule and a different policy. So you can go down to that granular level. And we have also seen options where to enable compression and deduplication, and when in which scenarios you will enable it on the client and which scenarios you will enable it on the media agent. Okay. Any questions? Great. And thank you all for your participation today. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Hope you all did as well. Let's meet again tomorrow. Okay. Bye,
Thank you, sir.
everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good
Thank
night.
you.
Thank you, sir. Bye, sir.
Bye. Good night.